We'll take you live to the Accra International Conference Center, where everything housing is on display with juicy packages up for grabs at day 2 of the EcoBank JoyNews Habitat Fair. Plus, in our special feature today, we assess the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on the creative arts sector as we throw a spotlight on the sculpting and painting industry.
There has been a dip, a slight dip. That is the honest truth. But there are issues to how the whole thing got dipped.
What are some of the issues?
19 is the main issue.
We have all these stories coming up shortly. Do stay with us. And welcome to Business Live. I'm Charles Aite. Let's start with our first story. The Ministry of Employment and Labour Relations is set to take legal action against businesses failing to enroll the employees onto the various pension schemes. According to the Sector Minister, Ignatius Bafoewa, many employees after their working life retire with no pension benefits because the employers refuse to pay either their Tier 1 or Tier 2 pension obligations. He's encouraging employees to seek redress by reporting incidents of no pension payment by the employers. We have more in this report.
Of 34 million Ghanaians, only 2 million are rolled onto various pension schemes. In the formal sector, some employers refuse to pay the Tier 1 and 2 pension premium. Minister of Employment and Labour Relations, Ignatius Bafoewa, says legal action will be taken against recalcitrant employers.
I know that there are 1 or 2 organizations that do default over a period of time. If that comes to our knowledge, then the necessary legal punishment will be meted out to them. But you can also help us as an employee because we may not have ears everywhere in the country. So if you give us a whistle blower distance, it will help us to be able to monitor and to also reach your employers.
The National Pension Regulatory Authority, NPRA, has observed an increase in old age poverty among informal sector workers. The authority is educating informal sector workers to contribute to the voluntary Tier 3 group or personal pension scheme to secure their pensions. Lawyer Hayford Atakrufi is the CEO of the National Pensions Regulatory Authority, NPRA.
For me, is a collective responsibility because our aim is within 5 years to reach 40% of the informal sector. That is a daunting task, because if you look at even the size of the people who came here today and compared to the size of the informal sector out there, there needs to be more to be done. Old age poverty, especially among the informal sector, is increasing, and they constitute 85% of the population. So it is our collective responsibility to bring this news to them.
Chairman of the Association of Vulcanizers, Robert Aite, laments the loss of savings in the financial sector cleanup has deterred some informal sector players from contributing to the pension fund.
He said, trust no a We
do not trust these pension funds companies and financial institutions, but the minister has assured us to have confidence in the sectors. I will engage and educate members of my association.
Meanwhile, the Asantehene Otunfo Oseidutu II wants strict supervision of the activities of the various trustees of pension funds. He believes this will whip up the interest of the populace in contributing towards their retirement. Mona Lisa Frimpong reporting.
Well, majority of banking executives are raising concern about the Bank of Ghana's proposed digital currency set to be introduced from next year. Now, these concerns were captured in the PricewaterhouseCoopers 2021 banking survey on digital currencies. George Riafi has the rest of the story.
The flagship PricewaterhouseCoopers banking survey showed that 85% of all banking executives engaged in the 23 commercial banks had some issues with this e-currency. They maintain that there is still some lack of understanding and the associated infrastructure requirements about this whole project. These commercial banks were even worried about the potential demands that the regulator will place on them when it finally launches the ECD. There were also issues about the expected technology that will be used, as well as the funding requirements. The banking executives also believe that the regulator should be guided by the current growth of mobile money in the country before it rolls out the e-currency. The march talked about digital currency should be called ECD is expected to be rolled out on pilot basis before the end of this year. The Bank of Ghana is then looking forward to fully introduce it from next year. It is not clear for now how these concerns may influence the rollout plan of the Bank of Ghana.
Now, the Africa Development Bank Board of Directors has approved $75 million commercial loan to the Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund, that's GIF. The fund is expected to help GIF to undertake big-ticket projects in the country. We have more in this report. The African Development Bank's loan will enable the Ghanaian state-owned institution to efficiently leverage its paid-in equity capital of $325 million to finance several critical infrastructure projects. It will also reduce the country's estimated multi-billion-dollar infrastructure finance deficit. The Africa Development Bank described the loan as an important step to anchor the sustainability of a national infrastructure financing vehicle in Ghana. Since 2016, the fund has committed over 88% of its equity investment capital towards several infrastructure projects within the transport, ICT and affordable housing projects. It has also successfully mobilized over $1 billion of private capital from both domestic and international sources. The African Development Bank's support aligns with Ghana's Coordinated Program for Economic and Social Development Policies 2017 to 2024 and Medium-Term National Development Policy Framework, as well as the African Development Bank's 10-year strategy. As of July 2021, the African Development Bank has provided over $3 billion of financing for various projects in Ghana. $600 million of it has been directed towards various road, aviation, and rail transportation projects. You're still watching Business Live. Let's now talk the EcoBank JoyNews Habitat Fair, because we've entered the very second day with a lot of juicy packages up for grabs. Everything Housing is currently on display at the Accra International Conference Center, where my colleague Stella Sogli joins us live, with some latest news at that particular scene. Stella, what exactly can you report from the scene at the Accra International Conference Center? Well, we shall try the lines to get Stella for us, because it's very important the kind of messages we should be expecting from the Accra International Conference Center, as patrons and exhibitors are all eager of the 4-day event which ends on Monday. Of course, we also experiencing several packages and massive discounts being proposed by the exhibitors. We shall try the line to get Stella for us. But the main reason why the JoyNews EcoBank Habitat Fair is of much importance is because of the increasing housing deficit. Somewhere in 2020, we're looking at 1.7 million units, but currently we're looking at 2.2 million, housing units. And it begs the question about the particular tailored needs that could help address this particular challenge. And for that reason, we're having the JoyNews EcoBank Habitat Fair, where everything housing is ongoing at the Accra International Conference Center. Let's try Stella once again. She joins us live from the venue. So Stella, if you could hear me, what exactly can you report? You've been there since morning.
Right, Charles, if I heard you correctly, I am at the Accra International Conference Center right now, and today is day 2 of the EcoBank JoyNews Habitat Fair, happening here for the next 5 days. It started yesterday with a lot of patrons coming in to make enquiries from the various exhibitors that we have here for all your housing materials, from real estate companies to roofing sheets, aluminium, kitchenwares, everything that you need to build that dream home. And now the theme for this year's fair is home ownership, to build or to buy. And so when you come here, there are so many options for you to choose from, whether you want to build a house or you would want to buy an already built house. There are so many offers. The vendors here have told me that they have amazing discounts for people who particularly come to make enquiries today and for the rest of the days till Monday from them and ask them for the things that they have in store. Now let me move to some of the vendors that we have around here and get their reactions from how business has been, how the fair has been since yesterday and entering into today as the second day. So I'm here at Anki's Home Decor, and I'm here to speak to, yes please, I'm here to speak to Sefa. Yes, so as I can see, you have some buildings here on exhibition. Can you tell us what exactly you have in store for people who will be trooping in to your stand?
So anyone who would visit our stand, we offer from design to finishing services. So when you come in, we design your house. After we design it, that's architectural works and structural works, we go on and build for you. After building, we don't stop there. We supply you all the sanitary ware for the bathrooms and everything. Make sure we give you an exquisite bathroom.
Right, so why exactly should I locate your stand as a patron and come here to make enquiries or even purchase from you?
We have in store top quality brands for you for the sanitary wares, and we are giving huge discounts for the fair. So we're giving about 25% discount on our bathtubs and 10% on every other item that you choose, 10 to 15%. We are giving discount on that. And pass by, because we give quality architectural designs, we have experts, we have very good structural guys that works on your design for you. So we are like one-stop shop when it comes to construction. Right,
so you had that 25% discount. So far, how has patronage been?
It's been good so far. We've not regretted coming.
Right, they have not regretted coming, and that's from Anki's Home Decor. Let me now move to Superlock. Hello, madam. Please, what do you have in store for customers?
We are giving 50% discount on our aluminium windows and our security doors as well.
Did you say 15 or 50%?
15%.
15%. Okay. Apart from that, what else can people look out for when they locate your stand?
We will give them free consultation and also a good customer service if they should.
Right.
Nice with us.
Right. So, what kinds of things do I get to choose from when I come to Superlock?
We have security doors, internal metal doors, internal wooden doors, pergola, carports, safes, security padlocks, kitchens.
Right, you know that a lot of people have this perception that even after you have built your home, the accessories that come with it often make the cost go up. So how affordable exactly are your?
We give out quality accessories, and if there's any issue, you can always call on us for free services as well.
Right. Thank you very much. But how has patronage been so far? Day 2.
Oh, it's good. It's good. It's doing quite well.
Good.
It's good.
It's good. According to Superlock, it has been amazing. According to her, patronage has been good so far. Let me now move to Tropical Cable and Conductor Limited. And as you can see in your shot, we have cables for anything, housing or anything that you want to use cables for. Hello, sir. What do you have for customers today?
Hello, good evening. So at this set, we have electrical cables over here. Okay, so all types of electrical cables that you need for your house or industrial use and everything that you overhead lines, even if it's armored cables, we have all in stock at our factory here. So here we just have some few samples here on display for our customers. One feature that we always want to promote is that, money is really hard to come by these days. So we would really advise our customers that once you are building, you're supposed to invest in something that will last for you. Okay, but our cable has a feature that is able to retard fire on its own. So we don't pray that you have fire outbreaks, but in case there's a fire outbreak due to electrical fault, our cables are able to quench the fire for you. So it's one feature that we are really promoting, and we are looking now that customers will come in and get them for their houses and buildings.
Right. Apart from assuring customers of quality cables, do you have any discounts for them?
Yeah, so once you get here, we have some various discounts ranging from 5% to 10%. We have souvenirs also around that we are giving out, and we're also doing deliveries free of charge from now till December. So we entreat on all our customers or everyone to also come in and purchase some for themselves.
Right, so when I patronize something from Tropical Cable and Conductor Limited, I'm going to get free delivery to my house. Yes. Right, that's beautiful. I'll come back to you. Thank you very much for speaking to us. Right, so Charles, like you heard from the exhibitors, there are so many discounts up for grabs, and anyone listening or watching me right now should make his or her way to the Accra International Conference Center. This is the place you have to be able to make that home ownership decision to build or to buy. Back to you, Charles.
So grateful that you could give us that particular report. If you're watching, please make your way to the Accra International Conference Center, where patrons and exhibitors are much confident of, high patronage amid discounted sales. You heard that from, Stella in that report there. But away from that, still to come in the bulletin, in our special feature today, we assess the impact of COVID-19 on the creative arts sector as we throw the spotlight on sculpting and painting.
There has been a dip, a slight dip. That is the honest truth. But there are issues to how the whole thing got dipped.
What are some of the issues?
19 is the main issue.
And that was a summary of international business news. Now to a story that could, be of benefit to creatives around the country. Sculpting and painting contributes to tourism sector revenue. However, artists were hit by the COVID-19 pandemic. As the creative arts industry bounces back from the effects of the pandemic, Joy Business James Ishan visits the Accra Arts and Crafts Center to interact with artists there.
So tourism as a key economic driver in Ghana. The sector in 2019, according to the World Data Atlas, contributed 3.8 billion Ghana cedis to the GDP we have in the country. We are here at the Art Center in Accra to speak to a sculptor as well as a painter to know what they've been up to. Has their sales been dipping, or better still, they are making some increment in sales. So I have a sculptor here to help me know what he's been up to. When he started, the sales really dipping, or there's an increment in sales, especially after COVID-19. Basically, what are you doing?
This is the carved piece. But it's the lion. Sculpture itself is a making of an abstract from probably a wood, stone, or anything you can carve. It becomes a sculpture because it's a three-dimension thing that you are projecting. So it's a making of an abstract out of a stone, a wood, or anything carvable.
At what age did you start with this?
Very early age. From my primary age. Most of the artworks that we do here are being patronized by the white. But we don't say the white alone because we have people in here also have money that love art as well. So they also buy it, but the chunk of the patronage comes from the outside world. So after the COVID-19, it looks like it has dipped a bit. So we are having our own slow moment, but for the business itself, it has its own two dimensions. There's a peak season and also there's a lean season. The peak season is somewhere July, August, September, where festivals like come in sequence from the Homo War, name it, any festival at all. So it becomes the peak season. But people, that time people travel to come and have a feel of those festivals. So it's our peak season when it comes to that time. And then the lean season is when they've gone back to their various countries after the September, October there. And it peaks again somewhere in December. So we pray with time, whatever that will help to get things done across the world works in that direction so that every business all over gets its own fair share.
I would want you to take us through some of the stuff you have in here. If you can walk us through, we'll be glad to know what's really out there.
A lion head being carved. So from here we'll do the sanding and then we'll do the final detail. And then we apply the polish before we put them in the shop. So you can go in and have a look at some of the finished products in the shop, as in how things are being done in the finishing.
Sure, so we are going straight in there to look at some of the artworks he's done here at the Art Center and also look at the prices previously and currently what the prices are.
Type of artwork that comes in the form of symbols that we can be associated and identify with it as Ghanaians, that we can sell the image as Ghana as well. So, but the symbols come with their own meanings. For example, this is Besesaka. When you bring it to the white man's understanding, it means the symbol of wisdom. And then this is a normal symbol everybody know. I know maybe probably every Ghanaian will understand this one. It's called Jinyame, except God. And then this is Nyame Bibi Wasoro, Mamensanka. If God dies, then I may die.
On a normal day, what would be the price of this?
On a normal day, the prices itself comes with the quality of the wood. This is a plywood with a veneer on top. It's not as, I'm not saying it's a bad piece, but it's not as quality as this. When you see this wood, for instance, this is also a wood called mahogany. So as you can see, it is in original state of color. It is not a stain type. We just enhance it with a polish. So you see the neutral color of the wood. It has a darker and a lighter shade to it. But this is mahogany. But these ones are ebony. They are also equally very good. So some of the prices comes with the quality of the wood. But when we put all the woods together, the strongest wood among them is the ebony, followed by the mahogany. So for instance, if I'm selling this...
And that's James' reports there examining the impact of COVID-19 on Ghana's creative arts industry. That's how we also end this edition of Business Live with me, Charles Aite. Do enjoy the rest of our bulletin. Many thanks for watching.